Yeah, they were really succinct. Yeah, that's probably, we'll take the high school's lead. Thank you so much for having us here today. My name is Dan Colligan. I'm one of the assistant principals at Royal Oak Middle School. It is an absolute honor to introduce Ms. Kate Chambers to you guys if you haven't met her yet. But she is our ROMS 2021-2022 Teacher of the Year. Process very similar to the high school process, so I won't go into those details, but all I can say is that Ms. Chambers is an excellent teacher. And that kind of is just where it starts. Having the opportunity to go into Ms. Chambers' classroom gives you kind of this positive vibe, positive feeling that you see kids get so engaged with mathematics that they are learning at a fun level that you would never really expect to happen in a sixth grade classroom. But kids are just having a ball. They are challenging themselves. They're working with, at times you may not even realize what's actually, Ms. Chambers might be in the back of the room, might be in the front of the room. The kids are driving the conversation, and she is facilitating it in such a eased way that everything kind of comes natural, but that naturalness comes from incredible hard work and incredible preparation and just a love of kids and a love of inspiring them. When I think of what makes Ms. Chambers just such an excellent teacher, I think of the word believing in yourself, because she gets kids to believe in themselves in mathematics. A lot of times our sixth graders come in and they don't feel great about math yet. They're kind of like, this isn't my best subject. This isn't something that, I feel like I have nailed down. They're still working out fractions. They're still working out, working on exponents and different areas of graphing. And when they're in that class, they learn to believe in themselves. And they learn to believe in themselves as learners, as a community, and as students, and as people. And we just love the fact that Ms. Chambers is a member of the Royal Oak Middle School teaching community and has done so much here. And because teaching and changing mindsets is just kind of the start. When I think about all the things I want to add after that, Ms. Chambers' journey and impact on the Royal Oak community actually goes far beyond just that teaching in the classroom. It comes into curriculum leadership. Ms. Chambers is our representative on the Math Learning Council, with math for Royal Oak Middle School. And that includes even encouraging everyone in the school, really, and in her department, to work on math from new angles and to think about new ways to develop this in a universal design, culturally responsive way to get kids talking math in the classroom. You walk by any one of our math classes now, you get to see kids working on whiteboards, working together, solving problems together. And Ms. Chambers is a big part of that, bringing that confidence, bringing that style and approach to our school, and our kids are benefiting from it. In that, when you look at the climate and culture in Ms. Chambers' classroom, the best way I can describe it is purely restorative. Ms. Chambers does not shy away from student conflict in the room. They're working on it every day. Kids know each other, which in sixth grade, right, we've got 6 elementary schools coming together. In Ms. Chambers' class, kids know each other by name within the first 2 weeks. They know each other. They've talked to each other. They've worked in a group with each other on math, on fun stuff too, just getting to know each other and getting to really develop that kind of community that we want in our classrooms and in our world. Kids get to be themselves in this class. They know they can come to Ms. Chambers with questions, come with problems, talk about what's happening in their day. Middle school kids love talking about what's happening in their day. Maybe not with their parents, but they love telling their teachers what's happening in the day. So they are always talking about what's happening and talking with Ms. Chambers about how they're feeling. Ms. Chambers is also one of our co-sponsors of Student Council. So in addition to that, for the last couple of years, she's been leading our leaders at Eva School in charity drives, in raising fundraising, and raising awareness, and building a school culture that we're very proud of. But my favorite story and favorite accomplishment from Ms. Chambers happens to be what happened during the pandemic. Ms. Chambers, and along with Ms. Dunn, sponsor the Drama Club. Our Drama Club started in 2019, 2020. Obviously, a lot of students there had, wanted to perform a play, wanted to perform these things. We didn't really know what that would look like in 2020, but in 2021, Ms. Chambers wasn't gonna allow that not to happen. So Ms. Chambers and Ms. Chambers took it upon herself to write a play, to write a performance that could be done virtually. So I think it was like 30 kids. If it wasn't 30 kids, there were a lot of costume changes, but it might've been 30 kids involved in just the acting part, and then add additional maybe 20 students who are behind the scenes working on this, and shot it all through Zoom. So we watched a live performance, and all their parents got to watch, all school community got to watch a live performance through Zoom of kids showing off their talents and talking about the words written by Ms. Chambers. So again, there wasn't a play that existed out there that you could kind of steal from and take. She had to create it herself. And I think that best sums up the way Ms. Chambers approaches school, approaches life, and just bringing that positive energy and that never quit. It's never enough. We can do more. We can always do more. And we're so proud to nominate and to share with you guys our Teacher of the Year in Royal Oak Middle School, Kate Chambers.
Thank you. Yeah, that was nuts. And it was really cool because we convinced administration to let us come into the school and have good working Wi-Fi for all the kids, and they were in all different rooms so they could take their masks off, and our stage managers and crew were just running back and forth from room to room trying to get some of the props of the different actors, which was great. But my pregnancy brain needs me to read something. So I'm just really honored and very grateful to be standing here today. It's truly, and I think Carrie and Mia and Val can speak for this as well. Some of the teachers that I know that are in here have been one of the most challenging years of my career. And it's brought me just such a great amount of pride to represent the amazing work that all of the teachers at ROMS have done this year. I'd really like to thank the ROMS administration for creating an opportunity for teachers to be recognized at this level. Special thank you to my colleagues for nominating me, for voting for me to receive this honor, including Lindsay Potterack, who was able to introduce me, who is like my work bestie, and I'm beyond inspired by her. One of the most important things that I want, everyone to realize at ROMS is that our staff is one of a kind. Like, they are insane. And I don't think that I would be here now at my old district because I didn't have the amazing support surrounding me constantly that I do at ROMS in every single department. And it is amazing when you walk into the door and you're like, whoa, like, look at all of the greatness that's going on. I've been so inspired. Specifically, Carrie in here has been an amazing mentor. She's not my mentor. She has not been my mentor, but she was my mentor. Like, she has taught me so much, and she was so impactful with what we're doing in the math classrooms now, with our vertical non-permanent surfaces and students talking and connecting, and like how things are really starting to transform. It's been amazing. My students also, like, they teach me every single day something new that I didn't know. And it's not just because they're telling me every single thing that they did that day and all the drama and spilling all the tea that we get. But they really teach me a lot about myself, a lot about like my patience. And I'm just super grateful to be in the position that I am now and just being supported by everyone. This was a really, really challenging year, and like mental health wise, I'm really grateful that I was able to reach out to get support to help myself through this year, because at the beginning, and especially in November and December, I was not in a good place at all. And as the year has progressed and reaching out and talking to other people and just knowing that most of the teachers were experiencing those same things that I was, it made me feel like I was really part of a community. And that's what I love so much about Royal Oak and that I appreciate about it. And I'm really hopeful for what the future has in store for our building and for our staff. And I'm really excited about next year and moving on and moving forward in a really positive way. So thank you very, very much. I appreciate it.
Mrs. Alexander.
I just want to say my daughter had you last year, and so she was one of the group of kids who started middle school in the middle of a pandemic in a virtual environment. So I just want to say kudos to you, because you were able to engage in a way that your education did not prepare you for, in a way that none of us were prepared to have to learn. And you just made a difference in her life and the other students, and I'm just so grateful for you and for the other teachers, so congratulations.
Thank you.
Mrs. Van Heidsma.
I have to say, Mrs. Chambers, just I was able to join the drama to come see the production of the middle school kids, And having been a drama mama for 6 years at the high school, I forgot what the energy level of middle schoolers is like. Very different, very high level. And so just my thoughts around how your organization of all that and so many children participating and being excited to be part of that show was amazing. And I know Stuco, my kids are always part of Stuco, and just such a fabulous work that you guys, you're doing with those kids. And I'm just grateful for middle school teachers all the time. So it's a challenging age, that's for sure. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Mrs. Haynes?
I got a quick one. My kids didn't have you. I wish they would have, though. What great energy. But to Mrs. Derminer there in the back, they did have her. So the fact that she's been a mentor to you says so much, because she is such an amazing math teacher at ROMS. And I'm sure, yes. And you are as well. And math can be tough for these kids. It's the kryptonite to my oldest. And if you can inspire these kids and not make them afraid of math, then all hands to you. And especially at the squirrely age, that's what I call middle school. They are full of energy and woo. And so thank you so much for your dedication. And as a drama mama as well, I bow to you.
Thank
So
you.
thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, and
Thank you.
congratulations.